Just the other day, I was doing a few things and I became sort of overwhelmed. And I remember it wasn't because of how much I was doing, it was because of how much I was correcting what I was doing. I grew tired, I grew sleepy, and I couldn't get as much done as I wanted to do. So I said, I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow. And I don't remember being so tired doing that particular thing usually. But it was because I kept correcting things because of what I thought other people would think about what I was doing. And then I ended up at square one. I corrected it maybe 12 or 13 times over and over and over again. And I ended up liking the first one out of all of them. I realized right then that it wasn't really about what I was doing and calling myself a perfectionist. It's about how much I cared about what other people may have thought about it or whatever I thought. It was the overthinking about what other people would think about what I'm doing. The funny part is, at those moments, I was caring too much about what I thought other people would care about. It's not even true. It's impossible to find a solution to a problem that doesn't even exist. So I kept on and on and on and on and on and on mentally. And the cortisol production that you use when you're doing this is so high that not only will it make you not do the thing that you wanted to do, but it will cause you to step away and stay away from the very thought of ever doing it because of how much stress it gives you to think about doing it and how others would view it. Not giving a fuck about what people think is probably the most important thing in the world. It gives you more energy. When you notice people who really don't give a fuck about other people's opinions, they have more energy, they have more time. It's just more time efficient to stop giving a fuck about every little insignificant thing that you think people think about you. Do your stuff, work your work. Modern capitalism is built on the idea of 1% of people not caring about other people's opinions, and they end up swaying about 95% of the rest of the world because 95% of the rest of the world cares too much about what other people think. So that's why they buy Louis Vuitton to fit in. That's why they buy Tommy Hilfiger and Polo and other brands. They buy these things because they think it makes them look better to other people. They think it makes them more accepted. The 1%ers, when you see them, they're wearing a white t-shirt. I think Mark Zuckerberg said he was wearing the same suit every day for the rest of his life. He said one outfit that's going to last him for the rest of his life. He wants his whole closet full of one outfit. The top 1%ers care the least about how everybody feels about them as a person. And when you care less about other people's opinions about you, you actually can put more energy into what actually is good about what you do in the first place. They almost depend on you to care. That's most of the sales pitches are, hey, they were doing this, so you should do it too. Oh, Cardi B likes this, you should like it too. Oh, Kanye does this, you should do that too. Oh, Drake does this, or Beyonce does this. Whoever does this, you should do it too. That's what most marketing is based on today. To me, the worst people in the world, are people who have amazing ideas, these incredible people, but they're scared to do them. They're scared to even move away from their small towns because of how people may feel about them. And it makes them hold on to these ideas forever, and they never quite get them off. and they never find the time to put into it. And by the time they want to do them, and by the time they realize it doesn't matter about what people think about them, they're already like totally into something else, another world that wasn't as good as the thing they came up with in the first place. And they're too old or whatever, or not, you're never too old, but in their mind, they're too old to get started on something that's going to take them a long time to do. But it was an incredible idea that will probably change the world or revolutionize some field. They lack the confidence they need to work that great idea they had. What is confidence? Confidence is the trust of yourself. That's what confidence is. Confidence is not just, I know I can. Confidence is, I know I can, and even if I fail, I know I can get back up. That's what confidence is. I trust myself. Confidence comes from the word confide. Confide means to trust. And the opposite of trust is fear. What does fear do to someone? Fear makes people not trust themselves. It's not that you don't trust that person, it's that you don't trust yourself. Fearful people move in groups. Fearful people need other people to believe what they believe for them to believe it. Confident people can walk alone. They don't need other people to believe the things they believe. Fearful people tend to attempt to destroy confident people constantly because they have the group mentality of, I need to be accepted. Fearful people are always recruiting more fearful people. That's what fearful people do. They constantly recruit other fearful people to believe what they believe, to give them more validation on why they should be believing what they believe. You think Jesus cared what others thought about him? You think Martin Luther King got arrested all those times for sit-ins and stuff because he cared about what everybody thought about? There were people who didn't like Jesus. There were people who didn't like Martin Luther King. There were people who didn't like Buddha. People don't like me. Is what it is. Everyone can tell when you don't trust yourself. The universe can tell when you don't trust yourself. Dogs bark at people because they can tell they don't trust themselves. They sense fear. That's when they get aggressive. The universe does not want fear. The universe despises fear, rejects fear. How do we become confident? Is it a possibility for a fearful person to become confident? For an anxiety-ridden person to become a confident person? Yes, it is very, very possible. You can do it today. You can do it now, actually. Be intentional. Follow through. Make sure you don't lie to yourself. Don't allow yourself to lie to yourself. Write things down. Mark them off when you're done, but go do them. Set out intentions and follow through on them. You could start with something as simple as washing dishes. You can write down wash dishes. Get up, go wash dishes and mark it off. Your brain does not know how big or how small that task is. All your brain knows is we follow through on something. That's how you build momentum. A lot of people who are fearful are stuck in the mud. They're depressed. They go into depressions over and over again because they don't trust themselves over and over and over again. They'll see a reality and they'll say, there's got to be something else to this. You can give them $1 million. They'll say, something's wrong with this. This isn't right. People who are fearful don't take advantage of everything that's given to them, or anything sometimes that's given to them, or any situation that's blessed or bestowed upon them. You know you want to be eating better, but you don't. Every day you don't, you're going to feel distrust for yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You know you want to be working out. You know you want to work out more, but you don't. And that's why you don't trust yourself. And no one else should trust you either. I don't trust you either. Set out intentions, follow through on them, build momentum, and treat yourself with respect. And that's how you gain confidence. Confidence is the trust of yourself. Stop giving a fuck about what anybody thinks about you. Just stop. It's not helping you. It's not getting you anywhere. You're releasing way too much cortisol, which is the stress hormone, every time you do that. And it's making you stay away from doing anything that could be the greatest thing that you could possibly do because you're scared of what other people may say. Love yourself more. Love yourself more. Trust yourself. Treat yourself with more respect. Peace and love.